Hello and welcome. If it is your first time here, hello again. If you are returning, welcome back. Last episode, we got to see what links the corporations will go to make money. Okay, they will do literally anything. And we also got to meet Mina Bonteri, and Ahsoka was able to learn a thing or two about the Separatist. This episode is called The Pursuit of Peace, so let's get into it. Sometimes and sometimes not. Sometimes people prefer to be scared so they can get whatever they need to be done.
As fear and anger prevail, the Senate overwhelmingly passes a bill to deregulate the banks.
I get like the regular everyday people being like scared and panicking and being like, yes, let's add additional troop. But the Senate, you would think y'all will have a spine. To be more resilient and actually think things through and not just jump to action because something happened.
The peace proposal was made prior to their assault.
That only highlights its insincerity.
Have y'all even done an investigation to see what actually happened? This makes no kind of sense.
I propose the Republic purchase an additional 5 million clone troopers.
You would think that the senators will take into consideration the people that are promoting this. Like, you have to know your fellow senators are trash and they're profiting from the war. Especially if it's the people that are making the clones in the first place.
My people are drafting an emergency appropriations bill that would raise funds.
From the banking clan?
Do you have an alternate means of paying?
How about we don't make clones? How about that? How about we find out what actually happened and deal with that instead, dick?
One alternative might be to stop the war, not escalate it.
Exactly. How about you get in contact with the separatists and say, hey, what happened? Did y'all send an attack? And if their parliament says no, then y'all can address the problem.
Whoever attacked the power grid wants us to continue the fight.
Thank you. At least somebody thinks with their brain.
Not everyone in the Confederacy wants this. I know this for a fact.
You have separatist friends, Senator?
Girl, don't be telling them about old girl. I'm still worried about her and her son. You don't want to get her killed.
Public forces have carried out a barbaric attack on
Oh
our
my
people.
God.
And among the deaths was the very sponsor of the peace accord.
God dang it. Did they really kill her, or is he just saying this? Or maybe she escaped and they think that she is dead. I hope that she escaped and she made it somewhere safe.
I must formally withdraw the proposal for peace.
We must not show weakness.
Your first thought should be, we didn't attack them, so what is he talking about? There's something wrong here, so we need to find out what happened. There is no common sense here.
The Republic spies are reporting that Senator Bonteri was murdered by Dooku's thugs. That message to the Senate was a ploy to disguise his true action.
I really hope they didn't kill this poor woman.
Let's make sure her courageous effort wasn't in vain.
What can we do?
Defeat this bill.
Can you? Those senators are dumb and irrational. The droids will actually be better in there.
I'll start lining up support, but I'll need ammunition.
We can't afford ammunition. I joke.
That's funny, but this is a sad time.
Go to the banking clan and see how much interest they're going to charge for the loan.
25%.
Is that legal? Can they just do that?
Your previous arrangement with the Republic was 10%.
That was before deregulation.
Like, the senators are so dumb. Like, even if you were like pro-war and you're like, we gotta like destroy the separatists, you have to think to yourself, what if we need to borrow money? What's gonna happen if we deregulate the banks? Why do y'all not think of these things? It makes no sense.
The Separatists just secured a loan to fund an additional 3 million battle droid.
Again, why are they allowed to work with everybody? It's so insane.
You live on Coruscant too.
He does
We
not
have
care,
no
Padme.
stake in this war, Senator. You know that.
I feel like you think these people care when they don't. They care about their money. That's it.
As it is, social services have suffered because of this war.
Yeah.
Education, infrastructure, healthcare.
Is that for all of the planets or just Coruscant? And if it is just Coruscant, why not do it for other places then?
Clearly, taking out a loan on such obscene terms would essentially destroy the Republic, regardless of the outcome of the war.
They want it to be the Wild Wild West. All the banking clan, the Trade Federation want is money. They don't care about anything that happens to anybody else.
Only need to sway another handful of senators. As long as they don't buckle to the threats.
If you're actually getting those messages, shouldn't you then think something is obviously wrong? Why would I be getting threats if this was something regular that we're all working on?
Some members have received messages warning them not to vote against the bill.
Crap. The audacity of these people is crazy. But again, when you're dealing with morons, you feel emboldened.
They want to pass this bill so badly, they're using scare tactics.
I am not intimidated, Senator Amidala.
What happened to your arm, sir? We could be honest here. You're among other senators. And you will be better off if you were like working together. There's strength in numbers.
Why are you voting for additional troops?
More clones are precisely what we need.
All of y'all seem like y'all were assaulted. And why don't y'all have security? Especially if an attack just happened.
Senator Amidala hasn't given up her crusade.
Want us to have a talk with her?
Take her out of the game.
I want Anakin to look at this situation and the Jedis right now and be like, the Senate and the Republic is not corrupt. Because people are trying to kill your wife again.
We're still at least 6 votes short of a majority.
Some minds can't be altered no matter what they hear.
Depends a great deal on who's sending the message.
What is people's beef with Padme? Like, do they not like her? Do they think she's too much? Like, what's the problem here? I'm doing what's in the best interest of the entire Republic, dickbags.
I urge you to speak before the full Senate.
Yes,
I need
do
some time
it.
to prepare.
I'll pay another visit to those still undecided.
That is a terrible idea. You need to hide somewhere until all of this is over. There's no need to place yourself in unnecessary danger.
Is it worth being beaten to death? Look at what they did to you.
Exactly why you should be suspicious. Okay? If they're beating up people, willing to kill people, then there must be something wrong. This is not a regular situation.
What about the millions who are dying?
The clones? We created them for just that purpose.
Wow. These people are awful. The more I see of the Republic, the more I hate y'all.
They are people.
The people I care about are my constituents.
This is so gross. I really wish that Ventress was able to destroy that DNA bottle.
Where does Senator Organa stand on all this?
Organa is preparing to speak before the full Senate.
Padme and Organa are on the same page, dummy. He will tell you the same thing that she would.
So you are open to voting with us?
I said I'll listen to what he has to say.
I really don't like these people. They act like caring about your people and actually trying to do good by them is a problem, and it's weird for some reason.
Can I give you a ride?
My driver's only a block away. Don't worry, Uncle Ono.
Everyone should be worried, especially you. People have tried to kill you before, ma'am. You need to be more careful. Girl, you should not be out here by yourself in the darkness. That's how you get snatched and or murdered. Oh no. Is Uncle still in the area? And why didn't you bring your security with you, ma'am? You know people are getting beat up. Why are you being dumb? You're smarter than this. Oh my God.
Hands up.
Run, madam. Hurry up and get out of here. Oh no. Thank you. Head towards a building or something. I don't care if he dies or not. That's not a you problem. Dang, I wish you had a knife or something with you. Why are robots drinking coffee in the car? You're a robot. Why do you need coffee for? Yes, you should have died. I hope you fall to your death.
Those bounty hunters were trying to kill me! Arrest them!
Do they not get like an update from the other robots? You would think the good thing about having robot cops is that they can be connected to each other and they can get information from everywhere, but they're just useless and unhelpful.
They were bounty hunters, paid to stop me from voting against the troop increase. And why doesn't anyone seem to care?
Because they're only worried about money and their own interests.
You're not like most politicians.
That is true.
You actually talk to the people. People like me.
That is very true. You care. And you actually want to help the people.
How is your family? How is the war affecting them?
Well, it hasn't been easy, and it's only getting worse.
How?
How did they know about Organa? Did Octopus Boy tell them about him? Because I don't trust that guy. And he knew that people would listen to Organa. That's probably why he was so interested. Dickbag self. These people are real bold. You're gonna attack the senator in front of the cops? Crazy.
My speech. The Senate is expecting me.
Is there any way?
I'm sorry.
Organa.
He's in no condition to even stand.
It was Octopus Boy. He did it. I wonder what he's getting out of this.
I told Senator Organa I'd allow him to speak.
We've waited long enough.
Waited long enough for what, sir? This is people's lives. This is your republic. I think you can wait a little longer. This is something that actually matters, dick.
But they're expecting to hear from the great Bail Organa.
You are very respected.
As a partisan.
Also, the fact that maybe Organa probably doesn't speak out a lot according to them, or isn't as pushy, like gives him more of a gravitas and makes what he's going to say more important, even though they're saying the same thing.
If they didn't listen to me before, why would they listen now?
You understand what the people are going through.
Tekla lives in a district that rarely has electricity and running water. Her children can now only bathe every 2 weeks.
And this is on Coruscant. Imagine how it is everywhere else. Dickbags. Maybe if y'all visit your planets, you might actually know what your constituents need.
There are those who would divert the money to the war, with no thought for what the people need to survive. We continue to impoverish our people. It is not on the battlefield where Dooku will defeat us, but in our own homes.
That is so true. I'm sure other planets already want to leave too. I know I would. I'd be like, why stay a part of the Republic when I can just take my chances out here?
It is our duty to preserve the lives of those around us by defeating this bill.
Very good job, man. I hope they vote for you. They could clap and still vote against you, ma'am. I don't trust them.
One can have all the power in the galaxy, yet the words of a single Senate can sway the thoughts of millions.
Let us be thankful that it is how it is. But I don't think you would agree, Dick.
What do you plan to do about this?
For now, we must adhere to the principles of our democracy.
How much does he know about Palpatine's plans? Because I'll be worried about myself. People don't think enough about what could go wrong and what they could lose.
We must let the wheels of the Senate turn.
This was a fantastic episode. I like exploring how the Senate works and what it takes to survive. I thought about how Padme would have fared during the Empire's rule, and I don't think Padme would have made it. Either she would have left the Republic and moved to the front lines and actually be a rebel, or they would have succeeded in killing her. The other senators seem so annoyed or just outwardly hostile towards her when she's only trying to do what is good, what is in the best interest of the people. Like the octopus senator, he was interested and seemed to think more about what Padme was saying during her speech. But when she went to him, trying to talk to him about the same thing, he was just straight up hostile towards her. I get they could get tired of her high energy and might think that she's being pushy, but these are things that you should be pushy about. Taking money from social programs, deregulating the banks, and creating 5 million human beings. Those things can destroy the Republic, whether they win or not, like she said. And the sad truth is, whether you are right or wrong about a policy, people will not care unless they like or care about you. This episode also made me think a lot about Organa and especially Mon Mothma, and not get an appreciation, but like an understanding of their ability to navigate through the Senate, especially during the Empire's rule. Because sometimes I do wonder to myself, like, what is the point of the good senators? What do they actually do? But this episode and the last one clearly shows that they have to move this way. Padme and Satine are the two that I have seen so far that have been really like in people's faces saying we need to do something about stuff. And they have to be out here dodging murders. Padme constantly, they've been trying to kill her forever now. R.I.P. to Mina Bonteri. I'm probably wrong, but I want to believe that she made it, that she somehow escaped, and maybe she's on the run, hiding out somewhere with her son. This was a great episode. I enjoyed it. It was very intense and it was eye-opening. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I hope you have a good one and you'll see me later. Bye.